Will the upcoming sequel of Joker be a musical? What type of lunacy should the fans expect? Well, the madness is just getting started, and you have to be a part of it. The comedy and hard-to-hate movie Joker is back with a sequel. The movie changed everything about how fans viewed villains, and the relationship soon went from hate to love. Through Todd Phillips, Joker explores the Batman villain away from the comics and goes into his origin to find out how he became who he is now. After many years and months of rumors, Todd finally posted on his Instagram that Joker Folie à Deux is indeed happening. To make it even more thrilling, Joker 2 will be a musical. Oh, would that really make sense? Some fans bet it would. Imagine a villain bringing rhythm and some epic music scenes. It would definitely make it more chaotic and sick, and that's exactly what Joker 2 aims for. This is a mental illness. One of the things Joker 2 has in it that would make it a great musical is that it shares the same title with a Fall Out Boy album. You must have been wondering what Joker Folie à Deux means and what it's all about. It's the most interesting phrase that means shared madness by two people in close association. And yes, it's been said that Joker 2 will be filmed at Arkham Asylum. And this story won't go too far from what's in the comics itself. In the comics, Harley Quinn and Arthur Fleck fall in love while they are both in the asylum together. Joker 2 will focus on their bonding right from the start and how their romance came to be. It's so unusual to see love from two mad lovers' perspectives, but with Joker 2, it's definitely going to be really nuts. It doesn't end there though, because the film will focus on their partnership and advancement in wrecking the world further after their asylum phase is over. And then, the plot only gets more interesting as there might be a Joker copycat. In an interview alongside Joaquin Phoenix, Willem Dafoe mentioned how he wanted to play the Joker copycat. He said, "There is something interesting about, if there was a Joker imposter, so it would be possible to have not dueling Jokers, but someone that claims to be the Joker but isn't the Joker." Then he continued on how it would really make sense to make that part of the story when he said, "And that kind of opens up the possibility of an interesting story, particularly if you had Joaquin Phoenix's Joker and then you had someone who was either imitating or riffing off what he did." I fantasized about that. For Willem to have mentioned how he fantasized about including this in the story, then the fans should watch out, as the plot would shake every Joker foundation. Now that we know what the Joker's going to be about, it's important to know who'll be showing up for the sequel. And of course, it's no debate that Phoenix will be reprising his role as the Joker. Without him, there's literally no Joker. After getting many nominations and winning an Oscar for his role, he's set to give another blockbuster performance. And the craziest and most exciting part of it all is that Lady Gaga will be the new Harley Quinn. For how impressionable Lady Gaga was in House of Gucci, then Joker's definitely the right choice in bringing her on board. According to the Batman series, Harley Quinn was a psychiatrist who had the Joker in her care, and from there she started to fall for him and later joining him in his crazy adventures of committing crimes against Gotham. Harley, before becoming mad with Joker, had once left the toxic relationship in order to be on her own and making damning choices by herself. If her performances would be anything like what's written in the Batman animated series, then her performances will be related to what Margot Robbie portrayed in Birds of Prey and The Suicide Squad, and in the HBO Max series Harley Quinn. And on August 4th, 2022, Lady Gaga shared a teaser on Twitter indicating she's really getting it on with the film. With Lady Gaga on board, it makes sense now too that Joker 2 is a musical, with an excellent singer like Lady Gaga, who also recently won an Academy Award for Best Song. The fans wondering what a musical Joker will be like will have no cause to regret it. So what about a new potential plot? If your memory of what went down in the first part is still very accurate, you will remember Joker's neighbour, Sophie, whom Joker secretly crushes on. And the actor who plays Sophie, Zazie Beetz, is set to return. But how though? Sophie was last seen by fans when she was eliminated by the Joker during one of his many dangerous episodes. But she could be back in that same Joker's fantasy world as his romantic partner, or maybe she was never really truly gone as proposed. However, it's confirmed that Zazie will be back. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Zazie emphasizes how much she loves how Todd is making Joker 2 a musical. She said, "Todd Phillips has always had a creative approach to the character. I love musicals, and I think of them as the characters are feeling and experiencing so much that they can only sing and dance about it, whether in sorrow or in joy." She went on to describe how she sees herself and the Joker alternating between joy and sadness. While explaining, she mentioned how she could see herself in a musical film. And that's mostly because she finds singing and dancing quite a thrilling activity. Then she said it's easy for her to also see Arthur Fleck's experience and feel so much dancing because that's all a Joker's meant to be anyway. Now it's getting more real, and a Joker story with Phoenix, Gaga and Zazie is bigger than a comedy. It can literally mess up the mind. If the first part can pull so many strings to the fans' hearts, imagine what a sequel would do. And with such a great show in mind, you can't be prepared for the salary these actors will be taking home. There's a huge difference in Phoenix's salary for Joker 1 and Joker 2. He was able to earn $4.5 million for the 2019 hit, and for this upcoming and even bigger hit, Phoenix is going home with $20 million, while Lady Gaga will earn $10 million. Now that's huge. What Zazie and the rest will get isn't known yet. The movie director Todd, as you already know by now, is also going to be the director of Joker 2. And for a great and experienced director like Todd, he thinks Los Angeles would be a great place to shoot the film. This location is also preferred due to the tax credits on films and television. In his words, Todd said, "No other city has more resources than LA when it comes to our industry. Having spent the last several years filming in iconic locales here in the US and around the globe, I'm looking forward to returning to work in the place I call home, and to serving the state by bringing a project of this scope to California. Los Angeles is definitely the home of actors, and he couldn't have picked a better location." Many fans have been wondering if this film would have any connection to Batman or the Justice League. And with how Todd has started with the film and how he's set to keep going with it, he would really like no disturbance or make any references to them. As far as he knows, it's best that these different universes stay exactly where they're supposed to be, and Todd has been clear about this right from the start, that Joker isn't in any way connected to the DC extended universe. And unlike what's been done before, Todd plans on having various directors pick up different DC characters and develop their backstories. He explained how possible it is to explore characters separately and also explore them together. In his explanation, he said, "In a weird way, it gives you two bites of the apple of these characters. You can do these kinds of down and dirty character studies over here and still do the DC universe over there." And this reality is what Todd hopes to carry on to the sequel and maybe create a universe of madness. Does extending the Joker's franchise sound weird? Absolutely not, as there might be more to come. Instead of the Joker becoming part of the DC universe, it could have been one of its own. The producer Bradley Cooper talked about when Todd first mentioned the Joker to him, saying, "Listen, I have this crazy idea for this altered version of DC, and the first one is the origin story of the Joker. But then, after Joker 1 became successful, they thought that was all about it. But now, there are new hopes. There could possibly be a multiverse of literal madness. Are you ready?" Phoenix, for one, does not want his Joker adventures to come to an end just yet, and it could be one of the reasons the fans will get to enjoy Joker 2. He said, "I can't stop thinking about playing Joker. I talked a lot with Todd about what else we might be able to do in general just to collaborate, but also specifically if there's anything else we can do with Joker that might be interesting." So it ended up being a dream role. To get the gears set and the excitement rolling, it's good news for the fans to know that the Joker 2 script is ready and available for immediate shooting. The filming has yet to start, but is expected to begin in December 2022. And all things being equal, the fans will certainly get to enjoy the madness Joker 2 brings on October the 4th, 2024. The madness is really brewing strongly. So how incredibly insane do you think Joker 2 will be? Share your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.